What is going on, buddy?
Hello.
It is Pixbutters here, and welcome back to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. When we left off, we just got this party started. You returned home for the first time. Well, I say home. He went on vacation to what we knew his home in Persona 4.
Yeah.
It's not really his home.
Home
He came
away
back
from
to,
home.
Exactly. He came back to Inaba, went to meet his friends. Weird shit's going on. We walked into the TV trying to save everyone. Things have gone really weird and really awry. Yosuke, we got to fight to the death in a tournament, apparently. Maybe not to the death, but
that's what Teddy said.
We're going to go ahead and try our best here and push forward and save the day like the real hero that we are.
Yeah, without
your
hurting
weapon.
our friends.
You'll get your fight.
Without hurting our friends.
Dude, what are you saying?
Really bad.
You told me you let me win by default.
To be honest, I'd been thinking that this Yosuke before me was some kind of fake.
Yeah.
I even wondered if something had happened to him and Yosuke's shadow had appeared again in this world. But this wrongness that I keep sensing is nothing like that. This probably is the real Yosuke. And the strangeness I feel is because these words really are coming out of the mouth of someone I never thought would say them. If so, then...
I don't know if you're being controlled or if there's something else going on here. Either way, you must understand the best way to resolve the situation.
Violence.
There's no way to tell if what I'm saying is getting through to him at all. But if I want to figure out what's going on, I just have to fall for this trap once.
Everyone knows that if there's brainwashing happening in any kind of like anime scenario between friends, the only way to snap them out of it is by kicking their ass.
Exactly.
Sorry, but I'm gonna go all out. No hard feelings.
Huh? All that talk and you're gonna fight against your partner after all?
Oh.
Well, whatever. Let's hurry up and get this started. Ready?
So I don't know if there's probably not gonna be a tutorial. You're gonna have to kind of learn on the fly with this. I have a
place a bookmark.
feeling. Oh heck
Just
yeah!
same
Nice.
spot.
Yeah, you can go over in the same spot right now.
Bip.
Nailed it.
Okay. No tutorial. Why would
Yeah,
there
you
be
may-
a tutorial?
Because fighting games don't often do that. Yeah,
I
I'm thinking going in. You're gonna have to figure out real quick what's going on.
That's fine.
They probably expect you to do like a practice round or something beforehand in the main menu, but
Whoa.
yeah, you just have to go for it.
Ah.
Oh, he's going for you.
Damn.
Have to.
Whoa,
he's
bro,
going for you immediately.
bro. Ah, okay.
Okay, there you go. You're getting some stuff in. Oh,
How do you guard?
I can't tell you. You're gonna have to figure out on your. You may be able to hit start and look at the menu. Maybe I don't know.
I'll just do what I know, and that's figure it out as I go.
Okay, you kind of got him blocked in the corner a little bit, so oh,
Ah,
he's coming back at you though.
bruh.
Okay, you did something special there. I don't know what that was, but keep it going.
I'm trying.
Just break it by sheer force.
No match for you.
Nice. All right, you have to do that one more time though,
Ooh, okay.
because it's a dual rounder.
Sure, place a bookmark. Same spot. We're just doing
Yeah,
the
it's
same.
fine.
I'm just so used to you picking different spots every single time.
Well, for right now, since we're in the same recording, right for a little bit.
I'm
I
really
only do
good at
once.
sussing
Okay.
out stuff in video games or fighting games. So
Sensei, keep that up and zoom on ahead.
I just killed him.
Ahead? You're gonna continue with this?
He's dead.
Teddy, about
Killed my
Nanako.
partner.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. If you want to find out, you'll have to get to me.
No, you're the final boss.
And I can't say why, but I think you should hurry.
Hmm.
The monitor shuts off. I still haven't learned anything about Nanako, but he did seem to have been expecting me to ask about her.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it, but Nanako really may be here. The moment the monitor turned off, the students began to leave like waves in the receding tide. No, they don't look like students anymore. There's something inhuman,
Ew.
just taking the shapes of students.
Ew.
I was too focused on the fight to notice, but it seems their true forms were coming through.
Hate that.
They look like silhouettes. Could they be shadows?
I look like eyebrows.
Even so, I don't sense any hostility from them. Well, if they're not a threat and they're going away, there's no need to chase after them.
I guess.
Besides, there's something more important to do right now.
Make sure Yosuke is not dead.
Yosuke,
Yeah.
are you alright?
I walk towards where Yosuke lies collapsed on the ground and give him my my hand to help him up.
Is he normal now?
Ow, couldn't you hold back a little? I seriously thought you were gonna kill me.
No, I lock in when there's a fighting game, Yosuke. I'm sorry.
The same went for you. I wouldn't have stood a chance if I held back on you.
Yosuke grimaces in pain as he stands, but he doesn't seem to have suffered any severe injuries.
Cool.
That's good. I knew I couldn't risk going easy on him, so I was a little worried that it actually hurt him. But once we get a good look at each other, Yosuke's demeanor suddenly changes.
Anyway, that aside, shut up about the nurses already. It's not like that's the only thing I ever think about.
Oh, interesting. So, he was hearing us say totally different stuff than what we were actually saying, judging by this.
Yeah.
And we were hearing him say totally different stuff than what he was saying to make
Yeah.
it cause, friction
Yeah, let's see how this
and animosity.
Yeah, let's see how this keeps playing out.
Huh.
What's this about nurses?
Huh? You were harping on it the whole time. How can you stand there and constantly bash my taste in women with a straight face?
Interesting.
Is it such a crime to like nurses?
Wait a second.
I don't understand why he's suddenly angry, but he's not making any sense at all. I tell Yosuke to calm down and we go over what he thought had happened before the fight. Really, the memories of what each other of us have been saying didn't match up at all.
Huh.
According to Yosuke, it seems that I'd been, well, teasing him about his taste in women. Yosuke was so heated up over what I supposedly said that he almost went into graphic detail,
Oh,
but I
God.
stopped him before things went too far.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, really, it's best for both of us if we pretend this never happened.
Oh.
But thanks to our conversation after the battle, I've come to realize something. We've been hearing each other say things neither of us had been meaning to say then.
Yeah.
Yosuke, let me ask you something. Is it true that Nanako is here in this world?
She is?
Yo, there we go.
Yosuke's at a loss for words. He had no idea what I was talking about. It's just as I thought. Yosuke doesn't know anything about Nanako.
Fascinating.
That's true. And what I'd heard Yosuke saying before the fight was something that Yosuke couldn't possibly have said. This only makes me more convinced that I have the right idea. What I had heard wasn't what Yosuke was meant to say. I don't know how, but something else had made Yosuke say those words even if he didn't know he was saying them.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me. Teddy on the screen had said that I needed to get to him if I wanted to find out the truth. Does that mean that Teddy had done this to us?
I guess there's no choice but to keep going.
How does Teddy have that power? That's what I want to know.
Isn't that a fucking question? Nanako is good friends with Teddy.
Yeah.
I don't want to imagine it happening, but if he wanted to kidnap her, it's certainly possible he could have. I want to go home at once and check to make sure she's okay, but I have no idea where I am.
Or how to get out.
Even worse, Teddy holds the meanings of
too.
returning to the real world. There's no way out of here unless I find him on my own.
Taking off?
Yeah.
Well, be careful.
Partner.
Be careful. I'm worried about you. Do your best. I sense a lot of emotions behind those words.
Emotions.
Yes, I know that now I'm hearing the real Yosuke.
Nice.
I take Yosuke's cheering me on to heart and leave the music room. Teddy has said that only the winner could go on in this tournament. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's probably not a lie.
Yeah.
Yosuke understands that as well. That's why he's trusting me to sort it all out and lets me go without much talk. He's frustrated that he can't help me out.
Well.
I could just be jumping to conclusions there. After all, Teddy did say that was the rule, but we don't have any proof either way. Well, I might as well see what he meant by that. I stop walking and turn back to Yosuke.
Oh, one last thing. About those nurses.
Shut up!
Quit it already! Are you out of your mind again?
Oh my god.
Yosuke turns bright red and rushes towards me, flailing wildly in an attempt to stop me from finishing.
Oh my god.
And
Whoa.
there's a painful sounding noise as he runs into something invisible and slowly slides to the floor.
What is this?
Ow.
So there's an invisible wall. Looks like the loser can't leave the room.
That's
Damn.
an interesting way to find that out.
Yeah.
Looks like there's some force that prevents the loser from leaving the area where the fight took place. It's likely that every time one of these battles happens here, the winner will get sorted out this way. That's annoying. Then loser's stuck here forever for all eternity.
Oh God,
and starves to
no.
death.
No!
I see how it works now. Thanks.
Thanks!
Teddy really has kidnapped Nanako. There's no time to lose.
Don't use me as your guinea pig. Wait, that's it?
The-
Hey, don't wear yourself out, all right?
I turn away as Yosuke shouts at me. Not to worry, Yosuke. Give him a quick smile before leaving the area for real this time.
For real.
For real?
Oh! Wrong game.
At that moment, I feel a wave of disorientation crash over me. This...
Uh-oh.
I'm surprised that this is happening without warning, but it's not a threat. After all, I know this feeling all too well.
Oh.
Oh!
Dang, okay. It's gonna happen after
Welcome
every
to the Velvet Room.
every fight.
I don't know. I'd been leaving the music room, but now I'm sitting in the Velvet Room for some reason. Margaret greets me with her usual smile. This room truly is mysterious. But why would she summon me like this?
Who knows?
Margaret sees my suspicious expression and speaks up.
Things have only just begun, and yet you already seem tired. The misfortune that has befallen you can be thought of as a sort of trial.
A trial?
This is
I
an
want to
Ace
know the
Attorney.
details behind her words, but I know that she won't answer me even if I ask. The inhabitants of the Velvet Room never reveal everything.
No.
That's because they can only watch over the choices their guests make. Margaret's smile broadens when she sees that I don't intend to ask her anything.
Indeed. I am an observer on your journey. I would do nothing so thoughtless as to force you to make choices.
Did you read our mind?
You do not need such provocations. I already know that you shine brilliantly enough.
This shine she speaks of. Could it be about my ability to use personas?
Yes, that is part of your brilliance.
She is reading
She
our
is in my
mind.
head.
Yeah.
God damn.
Personas
Gosh, she knows me
are
so well.
masks of resolution, strengthened by controlling one's heart, by forming bonds. You understand this well, don't you?
Yeah, that's how we all fought up till now.
Yes, indeed. But one's heart is intangible. It cannot be seen and cannot be felt. When polished, it releases a strong light unlike anything else. But it can also be clouded by trivial things. Have you ever felt that way?
What is this? Kingdom Hearts? Come on!
A strong
I just got
light.
away from this!
Huh. That's not true, or that may be true.
Kingdom Hearts taught us that may be true.
Yeah.
You may be more conscious of that fact than most, because you hold the power of the wild card.
The wild card. I play Uno. Draw 4.
Reverse. You draw 4 now. Margaret's voice fades away as she answers me.
That's not how that works. Not how the reverse
Home
card
rules.
works. House
you will
rules.
be forced to re-examine the things you know as
You
bonds.
said home rules.
Shut up.
It's a house
Shut
rule,
up.
you
It's been a
dingus.
long day.
It's been a long day.
How will you
You've had
face
day
the
off.
changes to come, and what choices will you make?
Who knows? We'll just lie down on the floor and cry.
When I open my eyes again, I'm in the school's hallway. I turn around and see the door to the music room closed behind me. Was I only summoned to the Velvet Room in spirit? There's no way for me to figure out what just
In
happened,
spirit.
but I think
Oh,
back on
no,
what
oopsies.
Margaret was saying. It was something like that.
Oopsies.
It's fine.
Hold on, wait. Backlog. Left
It's the
bumper.
left bumper. There's the top one
But-
up there.
eh,
Margaret had told me. Yep, I got it.
Yeah, okay. How'd I get out?
Oh, left bumper to exit again.
Okay.
There you go. And he said that.
Yeah.
Even though the people in
Damn
the
it.
Velvet Room avoid saying much, what little they do have to say always has meaning.
I told myself it wasn't gonna be like you and do things like that.
Hey, it's so easy. I try to warn you. I don't mean to do that. Well, it's true that Margaret has said some strange things while I've known her.
Not gonna lie, it's because I spaced out and hit the button before it was
Oops.
over.
Though she never said anything meaningless while on duty. I would assume that this would be the case now.
I'm not used to having to be conscious of my hands on buttons.
I may have to keep her words to heart.
Oh, face a bookmark.
Place another bookmark.
Fip.
Bip bap bam. In any case,
Right
you need to
back into the
concentrate on
bop.
this case for now. I'm sure I'll understand the meaning behind what she said when the time comes. I must proceed.
Proceed.
Though this bizarre place looks nothing like the Asagami High I attended, the building seems strangely familiar as I run through it. Teddy had appeared on the monitor in the music room. From the looks of things, he appeared to be behind what was happening. But I heard Rize's voice over the school's PA system before my fight with Yosuke.
Yeah. Like an
If
announcer.
this school works anything like the real one, I can make a good guess as to where Teddy and Rize are.
It might be the announcement room.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, things aren't that easy. Those invisible walls keep getting in my way wherever I go. What is this, a video game? It seems that some of these walls don't let anybody through, no matter if they won or lost their fights. Every single time I run into one, I'm forced to take another path. It's like my route is already set for me.
Like a video
I feel
game.
like I'm being led somewhere.
Maybe to my next fight. I stop for a moment in the hallway out in the practice building and mutter to myself while I take a look around. Where are they trying to lead me? At that moment,
Hey, you there! You're one of them participants in that there Grand Prix thing, right?
who the fuck?
You wanted them participants. What?
Huh?
What? Is this Harley Quinn? What's going on?
For real. A voice I don't recognize at all breaks me from my reverie. I instinctively jump back and draw my sword in surprise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh.
What's the big idea? You could poke someone's eye out swinging that thing around.
Who are
Who
you?
are you? She talks like Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I turn and see a girl that I've never seen before.
Uh-huh.
Is she part of that crowd? No, she looks like a real person.
Huh.
He was caught by surprise when I suddenly pointed my weapon at her. Although she flinches, her words don't lose any of their intensity. How bold of her. That may seem like an odd thing to say, but it's what suddenly crosses my mind. But this girl doesn't seem to have any intention of attacking me.
Interesting.
I sheath my sword but remain cautious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it. What were you gonna do if you hurt one of the students here, huh? You can't go pulling that stuff without student council approval.
What?
Okay.
If you get the student council's approval, you can fight people?
All right, the jig is up. I'm putting the kibosh on this tournament right now.
What is happening?
Hey, wait, hold on a second.
I also thought it was pronounced kibosh.
I always thought it was kibosh as well, but
Yeah.
hey,
I'm not
each
in
their
this
own.
because I want to be. I'm trying to stop the tournament.
I'm trying to act non-threatening, but the girl continues to glare at me.
Her eyes are piercing red.
They really are. Who in the world is this girl? She's wearing a Yasugami High uniform. She said something about the student council, but I don't recognize her.
Huh.
You don't encounter people here in this world that often.
No.
If a person is here, then they're either a Persona user or a...
Shadow.
Why are you here, by the way? Wait, did you fall inside a TV?
I
What
don't
did you
think
say?
so.
You fall on your noggin, kid? That's right. I might have put it a little differently. I
Whoa.
might have put it a little differently.
As
But
if-
if she can't enter the TV herself, the only possibility is that someone threw her in here. But I was gonna say that, but there's no here in there.
Someone threw in.
Don't judge me right
You
now,
like
okay?
tripped over a cliff right there where the period was.
I'm gonna throw myself off a cliff.
In-game.
In game. That's what was happening in the murders from last year.
All inside a TV. What kind of nonsense is that?
What are you talking about?
She's not aware of it. But if she was a Persona user, I don't see why she'd hide that fact. If she was trying to keep that from me, then she wouldn't have come to talk to me like this.
Huh.
Then does that mean she's a victim after all?
I don't know what
I
she
carefully
is.
choose my words to avoid provoking the girl and introduce myself.
I'm Yu Narukami. I was a second year at Yasugami High until last year.
Huh? Last year? But that uniform.
It's from 79 years ago!
Oh no, this is
God.
kind of my usual equipment when I'm in the TV world.
I brought my old high school uniform.
Equipment?
Never mind. Forget it.
Well, if you were only around till last year, I ain't gonna blame you for not knowing. I'm the new student council president. Nice meeting you.
Huh.
Student Council President. If I'm remembering correctly, the Student Council elections should have taken place just before the holidays. I have no knowledge of who won any of those elections since I'd left Inaba before they took place.
Yeah.
That reminds me. I didn't have any friends on the Student Council last year either. This girl may very well be the president. No reason not to believe her.
Now it's your turn to spill. You said you ain't in the tournament because you wanna be. Then what are you doing here? And what's this tournament about in the first place?
Boy, do I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Feel that if I don't explain things very clearly to her, it'll only provoke her further. But trying to tell her everything about what was going on here will only confuse her. I'll leave out the fact that this place is inside a television and tell her about the other things that are going on. First, I tell her about Teddy, that a friend of mine is likely the one who set this tournament up. Second, that I encountered some of my friends who were dragged into this as well, but they were acting strangely.
Uh-huh.
And third, that my cousin, Nanako, still in elementary school, may have been dragged into this mess. The girl calling herself a student council president seems skeptical while I talk, but eventually she sighs.
So if I got this right, you didn't start this, but your friend did. Well, you don't seem like you're lying.
It seems that she somehow grasped the gist of what I was trying to say.
Her voice keeps throwing me off.
I know, right?
I'm just not expecting to hear an accent like that in a game like this.
Yeah. I thank her out of politeness, but she laughs and asks why I'm thanking her.
I moved here from New York City to Japan.
There's still one more difficult task left at hand. How do I make her understand that this is all within another world when accessed by going through a TV screen? She still appears to be energetic, but it doesn't change the fact that she's in danger. I have to get her out of this world no matter what.
Oh. Where'd that sound come from?
Hey, that sounded like it came from the gym.
That sounds
I
positive.
ought to tell you to go home, but I get that you're worried about your sis. Come on, let's go check it out.
Oh, let's go! We both start running at the same time. I reach my full running speed when something occurs to me. I'm surprised to see this Miss President keeping pace right beside me.
Interesting.
Just standing still in this road would be strenuous for a normal person. She doesn't even seem out of breath. She's quite impressive.
She does have main character cast colored hair and eyes.
I know,
so.
right? Take a moment to quietly praise the girl running next to me.
Hey, good job as we're sprinting.
I just give a thumbs up.
Yeah. Whoa.
We burst into the gym where all the noise came from, but there's no one here.
That's a little funky. I've heard about stacking the chairs, but come on.
Come on in. Instead, we see huge piles of stacked chairs. They're twisted and intertwined everywhere on the open floor of the gym, forming huge towers that reach almost to the ceiling.
What is this? Who'd go to all this trouble?
No one.
The girl stares up at the chairs, seemingly dumbfounded. Suddenly, the monitor in the gym flickers to life.
Someone's seen your prank gone wrong.
And as I expected, Teddy appears, again in that costume.
Oh boy.
Oh, are you on a hot date, Sensei?
Oh my god. That's his first thought.
Well, that's fine with me, of course. But shouldn't you keep your mind on the fighting?
No,
Yeah,
the date was the first fight.
Whoa, you look so mortified. That's the face I was hoping to see.
Oh my god.
He's not saying anything completely straight, but he's obviously hinting that he knows I'm worried about Nanako.
Yeah.
I know that saving Nanako is important, but I can't leave Miss President here alone and abandon her in this world either.
Miss President.
Still, I feel Teddy's words causing me to doubt myself. And Miss President raises her voice.
Hey, you! You're the ringleader of this mess, aren't you? What's the idea? Raising a ruckus like this without running it by the student council? Pack it in and clean all this up already.
She speaks as fast and clearly as she had when I first met her. After getting a clear look at her, I feel like I've come to realize where she gets her courage from. She truly wishes to protect her school.
Yeah.
Her strong awareness of her duty is surpassing her fear. But Teddy on the monitor looks annoyed and sneers at Miss President. It's incredibly detestable. Can't even believe that Teddy can even make such a malicious expression.
What's that tiny thing? I'm in the middle of an important conversation with Sensei.
That tiny thing?
Christ.
A yappy little mutt like you should be muzzled and sit in the corner.
Wow.
Sit, puppy, sit.
What?
He has absolutely no intent of dealing with her seriously.
Damn.
Miss President turns bright red in humiliation for being brushed off like that. This is enough. I take a step forward to put myself between the monitor and Miss President.
Oh. Leave this to me.
I can handle
I'll take
this.
it from here. It's all right. There's nothing to worry about.
Miss President's lips are trembling. She must be angry that there's nothing she can do herself.
Fair.
I don't want that anger to be in vain, so I turn to face the Teddy on the monitor.
That was pretty harsh, Teddy. Hard to believe a womanizer like you would say such things.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh, what a pretty girl.
Yeah.
What's so attractive about a shameless liar like her?
Wow.
Liar.
Woo!
Do you know something about her?
Liar, I hardly know
I
her.
was just about to do that.
The way
God.
he said that makes it sound like as if there's some history between the two of them. But as usual, he doesn't bother to give any details in his answer.
Come on, Sensei. Your opponent's getting tired of waiting for you.
What opponent?
With the next challenger, come on down!
Who is
Which
it?
friend?
Who is it?
After that line, another cloud of smoke rises from the floor. But this time,
Oh.
it is Yukiko who appears.
Oh no, I'm gonna die.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Just gonna kick my ass.
What's the matter?
No, Chie's
It's,
the one to worry about.
nothing.
Yeah.
Are you alright? Has anything odd happened to you?
God. No, I don't think so.
Yukiko seems alarmed to see me in a defensive posture. I feel my shoulders relax in relief as I shift my weight to stand normally. It seems that she hasn't been affected like Yosuke had.
Or has
Or so
she?
I think.
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd been that tense, though. No, that's the Yukiko I remember. She's as sharp as always, exactly when we need her.
I don't trust it.
If she's not being confused, I can immediately ask her for help. I try to explain what I need from her.
Nanako might be in here. I'm heading to the announcement room where Teddy is. I need you to protect this girl from me. She might be a victim of all this.
I motion towards Miss President standing next to me. Yukiko looks at me in surprise. I don't blame her, though. But what Yukiko said next was even more surprising.
What do you mean she's more attractive than me? Like,
Oh God, who
Why
knows?
do I have to do that? It's not like I know her or anything.
hmm.
I'm not going to help her because I don't know her?
That doesn't sound like Yukiko.
Is that really what she's saying? I can understand that she might be cautious when meeting someone for the first time, but would Yukiko really think that way?
Nope.
It's got to be the same as with Yosuke. That same uncanny sense of wrongness and coming back to me when I hear Yukiko speak.
Yukiko, not you too. Calm down and listen to me. Can you understand what I'm saying?
I don't think your words are going to be normal either.
Yeah.
What are you saying all of a sudden? I can hear you clearly. What did you mean by you too?
When I try to question her, Yukiko's expression returns to normal. I can't tell anymore.
It's fucky wucky.
It doesn't look like she's being controlled by someone. Am I overthinking
All
this
this
too
music.
much? At the very least, she doesn't seem enthusiastic about this P1 Grand Prix.
This is probably a trick the enemy is playing on us. They're trying to get us to fight each other. I'll say it one more time, Yukiko. I'd like you to protect this girl for me.
Sorry, but I don't know how to put this. It just feels like you're being really selfish. You always help people who have nothing to do with you, and I admire that. But where does that leave us? It's always your friends who get put in danger because of your self-centeredness.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
I'm used to
really
hearing
her.
her voice, but her words are scathing. I'm convinced now.
Yeah.
There's an obvious change in her attitude like there had been with Yosuke, but something must be warping Yukiko's words too. Her words may seem like a sound argument, but she means something else. I don't care if someone who isn't related to me gets hurt. That's definitely not something Yukiko would say.
No.
The real Yukiko would never say something that disrespects the value of a life that way. Don't be deluded. Whatever happens to Yosuke is happening to Yukiko too.
I don't like this.
I understand the details, but Yukiko hasn't had a complete change of heart.
Yukiko.
Oh.
What the? You can?
Just trust me, trust in the process. When I draw my sword, Miss President quickly tries to stop me.
You gonna kill your friends?
But I can't answer her right now. If a battle will clear up this pointless misunderstanding between us, then the time to fight is now.
Is nigh.
Ooh, now that's our senpai. You'll show no mercy, not even to a girl if it's for your own goals.
Damn.
You're a real bastard with a sister complex. Keep it up and bring them all down.
I don't appreciate
Oh my
this, Rise.
god.
We're gonna have a talk about this later. I ignore the taunts being delivered in Rise's voice.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. In her voice. That ain't her.
Even if our words aren't getting through to each other and we have to fight without understanding what's going on, We'll come to an understanding later.
This feels like someone's really bad, upsetting AU happening right now.
I have to believe. Both myself and my friends. I hold my sword to the side to protect Miss President, who's standing behind me.
Sorry, but you need to stay back. Whatever you see here, try to stay calm.
Oh God.
Promise me you won't run away.
She's gonna see personas and
Uh-huh.
shit.
What the fuck are those things?
What are those?
What happens next will probably surprise her greatly, but I doubt Miss President will run away. She's already shown me how strong her determination is. Determination!
Oh my God.
I glance at her over my shoulder. Although she looks worried, she still gives me a slight nod of agreement. Now, time to do this.
Oh boy.
I must end this as quickly as possible.
Persona!
What the fuck is that?
I concentrate all my senses to summon my strength of heart. My persona, Izanagi.
Yeah.
If I allow myself to go easy on Yukiko, she will surely defeat me. Yukiko smiles faintly and takes her battle stance. She resisted the idea of protecting Miss President, but she seems to have no qualms whatsoever about fighting me.
That's sus.
There's definitely something else controlling her.
Come, Konohana Sakuya.
Oh boy.
Thank God I didn't have to say that. Yukiko's black hair form graces arcs in the air as a
Forms
persona.
graceful arcs.
Hair forms graceful arcs in
You
the air
said form
as a
graces
persona.
arcs.
And then since Konohana Sakuya rises behind her.
How'd you even do that?
That's right. Usually, it doesn't help that, like, for me, as I'm trying to read very quickly, the white on white there with the window was throwing my brain for a loop. But the usual Yukiko should have a beautiful heart like this. Wait for me.
Wait for me.
I will save you.
Okay, let me try and see if I remember what did what for the
Oh, God.
controls.
You can do this. I believe in you.
Thanks. I'm fucking around and finding out is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because in some fighting games there are tutorials, but not this one.
Yeah, no, this one throws you right in the deep end. It would
And you just
seem.
gotta figure it out.
Like I said, there's a practice mode that you can touch into or
Yeah.
sorts, but... Or look at the control scheme on the main menu. Oh!
Ow!
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Way to go. I wonder what the card things are up top, because you've used a couple of them, but those have helped you. I guess there's probably something that helps with damage.
Bring it on, girl. Bring it on, girl. Come on, girl. You fucking weak ass bitch. Come on.
Definitely doing better than you did last time.
Come on.
Oh,
Ow.
I may have
No.
spoken too soon. There we go.
I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of it.
Announcement over. Until next time.
Why is there a janitor coming up?
I don't know.
It's a shadow.
Time to clean the blood off the floor. These kids. God.
Reckless as always.
I'm a boss at fighting games. That would I feel like that would have taken you longer to do.
Maybe. I'm not a fighting game person. I don't play them very often.
I'd like
so.
to think that it would because it makes me feel better about myself.
Good.
I love all this animosity!
And wow.
Teddy, I hate that.
Cocky, self-righteous friends showing how they really feel by beating the crap out of each other. That's the real thrill of the P1 Grand Prix!
The Persona 1 Grand Prix.
Wrong game. I don't care to hear any more of Teddy's jests. I still have reservations about fighting against my friends, but I now know that there is no other way to save them. I'm resolved to do what must be done. Also, there's no knowing if Teddy and Rize have been affected by it, just like Yosuke and Yukiko had.
Yeah.
If they are, then there's no use in trying to talk to them through the monitor like this. That's the conclusion I've come to, and Miss President seems to have other ideas.
How much further are you gonna push this? Why are you doing it anyway? These guys are friends. What's so much fun about making friends fight each other?
Miss President vents her frustrations at Teddy's image on the monitor. But I was a bit surprised at how she worded it.
Yeah.
She seemed more upset than he was making friends fight each other. Why? And not why I had dragged the entire school into this mess. We've only just met, but she clearly sympathizes with us and understands the pain we're going through. I'm embarrassed, but proud at the same time. A girl with such compassion would be a great student council president. It's no wonder she was elected to represent the student body of Yasagami High.
Or was she?
It's alright. Thanks, though.
It's not all right. This is.
Oh, damn.
There's a spot! Okay, she still works up and she lashes out at me. Perhaps her heart is a little too honest,
Oh, sorry.
but her anger sets my mind at ease. She's right. What General Teddy is doing right now cannot be
We're
forgiven.
gonna kick his ass.
I glare at the monitor.
Sorry, but you're not getting your wish.
What?
What?
Did you think this would be all it took to break us apart? That it would make us hate each other? Sorry to say, but that's a huge mistake on your part. I believe in my friends. They'll never get taken in like that.
You're so stupid. What kind of sensei are you?
No.
I'm warning you now. If you really are Teddy, then we'll get you back to normal no matter what it takes. Even if it costs us our lives. But if you're an imposter, hiding behind Teddy's face,
I will find you.
I will make you pay
and I
for
will
toying
kill
with
you.
us.
I have a very particular set of personas.
Oh my god.
Teddy scoffs and turns around. The monitor suddenly switches off, suddenly turning on us without any signs of remorse. That's not like Teddy at all.
No.
No, he's most likely not the real Teddy. Seeing the anger in his face only strengthens my suspicions. Someone must be taking Teddy's form to make it look like he's the one committing these acts.
Where's the real Teddy then?
That girl's come around.
I immediately rush to Yukiko's side.
Not sorry. You're right.
Yukiko, are you alright? I'm sorry I couldn't go easy on you.
That too, though.
No, it's okay.
Oh.
You aren't your usual self, but I could tell by your eyes that there was something going on.
Very perceptive.
I'm sorry too. Did I hurt you?
Oh.
Kinda, yeah. I sure wouldn't want to get into it with you again.
You're much stronger than Yosuke. Try to pass off as a joke and we look at each other and laugh. Things are going the same way as they had with Yosuke. It's becoming clear now.
Hey, did I say things that offended you earlier?
Yes. You did.
Oof.
Ego hesitates, as if even remembering it is a difficult experience.
Damn, what did they have us say?
What in the world did my illusions say to her? I bet it was something horrible. Whoever's doing this is certainly finding the most annoying way of getting us to fight.
Yeah.
But what I supposedly said to her doesn't matter. Yukiko is still hesitant to bring it up, so I tell her not to worry about it.
I don't need to know what I said. I just wanted to see if my guess was right. It looks like our enemy has the power to confuse our senses. My first opponent was Yosuke, and he told me a similar story after we fought.
Huh? You said something bad to Yosuke-kun too? What did you tell him?
I probably shouldn't tell you.
You sure you want to know?
If I'm the one admitting to what happened, then it's not fair, is it? But that curiosity is in line with the Yukiko I know. I evade the issue with a smile and call out to Miss President, who's standing behind us.
He likes what?
What kind of people are you? Oh, right. We used our personas.
The fuck is a persona?
You're what?
Yeah, we should at least explain to her what's going on.
She did see everything that had just happened. This would be a good opportunity to tell her everything. I introduced Miss President and Yukiko to each other and fill in the parts that I had left out of my previous explanation. I tell her about the personas. And I tell her that we were actually in a world inside the television. And I tell her how the scenery here changes according to the hearts of the people who enter it. She looks doubtful while I'm talking, but considering that she's just seen our personas only moments ago, she doesn't immediately deny it.
Yeah.
Still, it seems that she can't accept it at all either. She crosses her arms as if lost in thought.
Am I dreaming?
On the other hand, it seems that Yukiko didn't know that Yasugami hired a new student council president either.
Oh.
Yukiko apologizes for not having paid attention to the elections in April.
And that's it in a nutshell.
Unless there's more to it than
That's
that.
what you
Yeah.
meant by falling into a TV.
I feel like she's not who she says she is.
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily lying, but I feel like
Has
she's
wrong
just,
memories
yeah,
of
yeah,
sorts.
yeah.
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 Which makes me believe this school could be a part of your mind that's materialized.
She materialized the whole school.
This school came from me? That's a lot to swallow.
I mean, I was going to allude to that, like the fact of being student council president in this place is the school.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's probably some tie to that.
I'm not surprised. Why is it different this time around, though? Usually the victim's shadow appears first.
That's right, I had doubts about that too. There's a reason why it's dangerous for people who can't use their personas to enter this world. Besides the obvious reasons, such as not being able to escape and being able to protect themselves from shadows, a person's shadow separates from them. The shadows that split off are strongly attached to the original people they came from, and will try to harm them in order to become independent identities.
Yep.
I hadn't given it much thought, since Miss President seems so energetic, but it's still possible that this has happened to her as well. I put this together with the conversation I had with Teddy a moment ago, and came to a conclusion.
The Teddy who's hosting this tournament. What if he's actually this girl's shadow?
I did have that thought.
Yeah.
And I was mulling it over in my head.
I was wondering how possible that is.
Yeah.
Huh?
I noticed he got agitated when I called him an imposter.
Yeah, he did.
A fake Teddy would mean he's someone else using Teddy's form.
I see. If this place reflects Miss President's heart, her shadow must be here. And right now, the strongest candidate is...
Yeah.
That's right. We both saw an illusion, then at the very least the enemy has the power to delude our senses and make us see and hear things that aren't there. On top of that, I can alter what others... It can alter what others hear us say and see us do. If they can do that, then it can easily see that our enemy can use that power to change its appearance.
Yeah, for sure.
That means it could be impersonating Teddy and leading this tournament. That still leaves the question as to why I would take on the appearance of someone it doesn't know.
To mess with us, maybe?
I've seen shadows in the past that took on bizarre appearances. This is the first time I've seen one impersonate an existing person.
Yeah.
Does this shadow have some kind of objective?
It would make sense if this is like her you know, place per se, because, you know, this is the school.
Yeah, the complicated thing about it is that we saw like that commercial on TV before ever meeting this girl. Like, how would the shadow know to impersonate Teddy? What's the connection to us and all
And
of
the
this?
fact that Yukiko's like, she didn't know that she was the new student council president.
Yeah, there's something fucky going on here that we don't know yet.
She's a ghost of a past student council president.
When I come to my senses, I see that Miss President has turned pale and is staring down at the ground. All this talk of shadows in another world doesn't seem to be reaching her, but she seems troubled at the thought that she might be causing all this trouble.
She seemed troubled at the thought she might be causing all this trouble. Trouble.
I'm about to tell her that the actions of her shadow aren't her fault. But Miss President rises to her feet.
I'm gonna check out the announcement room.
Oh.
That General Teddy's behind the whole shebang, right? And if he came from me,
Behind the whole shebang.
then I gotta own up to the responsibility. As student body president, I can't let this go.
Would that be a New York accent? Is that what that is?
It's close, like New York, Jersey-ish
Yeah.
accent.
It's
Wait, you're being reckless. We'll take care of the shadow.
so
You need to...
out of nowhere.
Get out of this TV world? And how am I supposed to do that? Go on. Show me the door.
The door.
The door.
Show me the door.
It's as if Chibi Doki and
I know-
Nags
I know.
merged together
Hey, yo.
into one character.
Oh my god, you're right.
Well,
Her eyes are filled with the fires of determination, just as they had been when I first met her.
She don't know you, little bro.
Her sense of responsibility and awareness of her duty say that she will never back down.
Your little cousin's in the announcement room. And you're gonna go save her, right? I might not be as strong as the two of you, but I'm no slouch in a fight. Wouldn't it be better if we went together?
no. Don't you understand? This world is...
I know it's dangerous, but there's gotta be something only I can do to help. Hell, that aside, I can't leave after causing so much trouble. Making friends fight each other. I'm going on ahead. You don't want to waste time arguing, yeah?
Miss President declares this in a voice that brooks no argument and takes off running. Yikes, I wasn't expecting her to behave rashly like this.
Yeah.
Remember how fast she can run. If I'm going to go after her, I need to go at once or I'll lose her.
Yeah, she runs as fast as
Bye,
us,
Yukiko.
apparently.
Please, you have to go after her.
Oh, yeah, because Yukiko can't come
Nope.
with us. She's
Yukiko
stuck.
sees me hesitate and knows exactly what to say. She's right. There's so much we don't understand, but there's no way the investigation team can let a victim run off to die.
Yeah.
Yukiko ignores the fact that I'll be leaving her alone and tells me to follow a girl she's only just met. This is the exact opposite of the behavior she'd been displaying before the fight. Now that is the Yukiko Amagi I know. I'm ashamed that I had even slightly let myself be confused by the way I had heard her speak before, and I answer her.
It was off-putting, though.
I'll come back for you.
No matter
what.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Hugo nods to me, and I turn to begin running as fast as I can.
You can't catch me. I'm a gingerbread man.
After a line, the faint echoes of footsteps ahead to pursue Miss President through the school. I can't use my memories of the school in order to navigate because the invisible walls are everywhere, but the announcement room is upstairs. That obviously limits the paths she can take. I will catch up with her no matter what.
What if she can go through all of it?
I think that's kind of what it was alluding to, is that she can go through those walls.
But you said no, because he's like, I know what path she can take. So.
But I think he was saying that, like, I've been running after Miss President for a while, but I still can't catch sight of her. She's so fast, it's almost supernatural. I begin to think that her path may not be hindered by the invisible walls.
See, now he's thinking that.
Okay.
Before he wasn't.
Wait a second. Now that I think about it, she's not a participant in the P1 Grand Prix.
True.
She didn't appear in the introduction video, and even though she'd been there when I faced off with Yukiko, she wasn't affected by the rules.
Oh, yeah.
Could she be able to walk through these walls? If so, then catching up to her will be quite difficult.
Ruh-roh.
Just as I'm thinking this, suddenly a blue door appears in my path. I've seen this before.
Oh.
This is the entrance to the Velvet Room. I don't have time to deal with this. Or so I think, but when I consider the timing of its appearance, I can't help but feel that there must be a reason for it. I make up my mind and reach for the door. As I walk through the door, I feel a slight sense of lightheadedness and close my eyes reflexively.
Oh, fun.
Alright, when I open my eyes, I'm seated in my usual position, and Margaret is smiling quietly at me, as if nothing is different.
Why is she smiling?
When she sees that I've noticed her, she speaks, as if aware of my impatience.
You seem flustered, but time has no meaning here.
Margaret politely points this out, knowing that I'm in a hurry. Time is meaningless, huh? I thought I had figured out a few things about this room, but it seems that there's still more for me to learn about it.
Guess so.
If time doesn't pass while I'm in this room, then I should concentrate on what she's about to tell me. Once again, as if reading my thoughts, Margaret smiles.
It seems you've emerged victorious and have come away with a piece of the truth. Though you are in a garden of deceit, you have the vision to go forward. Very impressive.
I just hear garden and my brain goes to one thing.
Is that student council president's shadow really the cause of all this then?
Who can say? All I know is that you are getting ever closer to the truth.
The teddy shadow is toasting!
There is one thing I can tell you.
God, what a crossover that would be.
Margaret's golden eyes are fixed on me.
On mine.
On mine.
If that girl's shadow is the cause of this misfortune, she will face her trial. But it's separate from your fate. You have your own trial to overcome. Keep that to heart.
You have to be able to beat up your friends and still believe in them.
My own trial.
I don't mean to, but I repeat what Margaret had just said.
Everyone sees various things in you that draw them to you. Salvation, hope.
Go out!
I myself find fascination in watching over you.
Just that throat in the... God.
Fate may not be the author of your trials, but you are destined to be tested.
Oh, you dingus.
Margaret smiles mischievously and nods towards me. And I'm gone.
Fucking, oh wow.
Always. Another slight feeling of
everywhere.
lightheadedness passes and I return to that otherworldly school. The blue door is nowhere to be found, as if it had never been there to begin with. I look up.
Oh.
I still don't understand what my own trial is supposed to be.
Believing in your friends, I guess. That's my guess so far.
But for some reason, my mind just cleared up a bit. My eyes open, we're on a beach. I see a man with white hair.
No.
Alright, you go ahead and place a bookmark here. Alright, and you can go over here.
Yep.
And as this line pops up, you don't have to push any buttons, because in any case, I need to keep chasing after Miss President, and we're going to keep chasing after our new Miss President lady, who we don't know the name of yet still.
Yeah, we still don't know her name.
You'd think we could have done an introduction at some point, but we didn't. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can catch up to her. next time.
Maybe find out her name. Who knows?
Probably after we meet up with Chie, because
Oh,
Process Elimination
God.
says that one's probably up next.
Oh man, we'll see. If,
The one that's known for fighting.
Yeah. Oh God. Just
That'll
all
probably be your.
kicks.
That'll probably be your
My
test
real
right
test,
there.
right?
I can't wait.
Same. But I'm also low key terrified.
Nah, I'm fine.
Just give her steak. She'll leave us alone then.
Hell yeah.